Anyway, time for today's last tester.
I'm Brendan Fisher and I'm a buyer for a plastics modelling company in Mansfield. My hobbies are computing, home cinema and watching Formula 1 on the TV. I asked Roadtest to test a PDA with a keyboard because I find using the stylus and the graffiti software on the Palm a little tricky to use.
Now, there are PDAs with keyboards and there are PDAs without keyboards. The Palm is a PDA without, but seeing as Brendan has used a Palm before, we gave him the new Palm keyboard attachment at £99. But did it make his life any easier?
This is what I've been given. It's the Palm portable keyboard, and as you can see, it just opens out to a full-size computer keyboard. The Palm simply slots in the top there. It costs £100, and over the next few days I'm going to see how it compares to this for ease of use. I found the keyboard very easy to use and it has a nice feel to it. However, it doesn't improve navigation and I find I still have to resort quite a lot to the trusty stylus. I was very impressed when I opened the box. I thought, how could I get a full-size keyboard out of something so small? And I think Palm have done a good job of getting a keyboard that feels so well from something so compact. Software has to be installed onto the Palm before the keyboard will work. But this is only a matter of popping the CD in and pressing a couple of buttons. I had the keyboard up and running within 5 minutes. The keyboard has a very good feel to it, and while it's not quite as good as a desktop keyboard, it's more than a match for its laptop equivalent. There's only one small thing I would like to change about the Palm keyboard. I would like to see a stand at the back to improve the typing position. But as I said, this is only minor and it doesn't affect my opinion of the product as a whole. I think the ideal user of this would be the man on the move, who would take it where it might not be practical to take a laptop, but still have the full functionality that the laptop keyboard gives. The best thing about this keyboard is its compact size. It quite easily fits into a pocket. I think the worst thing about this keyboard is the price. At £100, when you add it to the cost of the PDA, it can make quite a dent in your pocket. The keyboard is a little expensive at £100, but if you're a heavy user, I think the advantages far outweigh the cost in this case. I didn't know what to expect from the Palm keyboard, but I found it very easy to use and made inputting data into the Palm a lot easier.
Now, is it me or does adding the keyboard defeat the purpose of a non-keyboard PDA? What do you think?
Well, it does fold up to actually the size of a PDA. I have one that works with a handspring visor, not with a Palm, but it's the same, it's absolutely the same principle. And it really is fantastic because graffiti is terrific for very, very short sort of note taking or writing down someone's phone number or something. But if you're actually trying to write, you know, a diary entry or an article or something, it's absolutely wonderful to be able to stretch out and type on a proper, you know, sort of full-size QWERTY keyboard. And this thing is just adorable. You sort of open it up and it's very James Bondy and you fold it out and you click it together and it's this very satisfying sort of as you do it, and you click your PDA into the back of it. The one thing that is a slight hitch is that you do have to actually have to have it on a flat surface because if you try to put it on your knees, it does sort of buckle.
It all folds up again, yeah.
But opposed to carrying a sort of an actual PC on a plane in economy, we all travel economy, it actually gives you a lot more space to sort of spread out.
Because, and it's still
sometimes
so much better than carrying around a laptop, isn't it?
It's very light, it takes up hardly any space. I mean, I think they're wonderful.
Do you use a keyboard on a PDA?
Yes, I do. Likewise, I've got one of these that works with a handspring and it works very well. I particularly like the idea you've got hotkeys on there to go to particular functions. So you don't have to use the little wand that comes with the device to pick around on the screen. You've got an instant function key that will take you, for example, to your address book or take you to your to-do list.
So it's just a question of learning what does what?
Yeah, that's very good.
Or does it come with a good manual for that sort of thing?
Well, honestly, you don't really need. It's quite intuitive. It comes with easy setup software as well, so that's good. It connects quite simply, quite easily. Overall, I think it's very good, and particularly for people who are doing a lot of writing, journalists, or people who are inputting data and want to have a compact device. I think it's quite good.
It's all very positive. Do you agree?
Oh, completely. But then this is the problem. We are virtually, if the people who designed that had sat down and said, what is our ideal target user, who would actually go out there and eulogise about this religiously? They'd say,
It's
I know,
you!
these three. They've got our names and numbers somewhere. You know it. Because we are going to be, for us, a PDA. You use a PDA just truly for appointments, knowing when you're late with your copy and things like that, putting all that stuff in. But occasionally you have to turn away and write. You're not going to use PDA for that, so generally speaking, when you're going away, you have to carry a separate machine. Now, we all have two machines, or we all used to. The point about this is for serious data input, and also, people who touch type, and the guy in the video was actually, he wasn't that enthused about it, but if he was a touch typist, I think it would change his life, because you touch type far faster than you can ever input using a stylus.
But would you really use a PDA
input
for that sort of input?
Yes, it's surprising people do, because it's something that it's also, the keyboard is pretty robust in terms of there's nothing there very delicate by its nature. So you just shove that in the outside coat pocket. You don't worry about it. You've got a PDA in the usual way, and then when it comes time to sit down and actually churn out those words, you click it all together. So for that, it is perfect for people who do have to put in heavy
And it seems
text.
to be quite a good price as well, doesn't it?
And also bear in mind that PDAs nowadays have got a lot of memory, a lot of memory capability. So it would be possible, using that keyboard and a PDA, to write a book.
He needs to learn to touch type, doesn't he? But let's find out what his opinion was.
I personally wouldn't buy the Palm keyboard, but if you're a heavy user who relies on the PDA, I think you would find the keyboard indispensable. Although it's not for me, I think the keyboard will be perfect for the right person, and because of that, I'm going to give it the thumbs up. Well done, Palm.
Well, that's about it for today. All I have time for is to thank our experts, Steve Ships. Oh, I can't say your name, can I? Shipside, Liz Bailey and Bob Tomowski for coming along, and you for watching. Now, don't forget to get in touch if you have any thoughts or comments about what you've seen or want to be a road tester. Now, email us at roadtest@sky.tvchannel.co.uk or log on to our webpage for information on today's show at tvchannel.co.uk/roadtest. See you next time. Bye.